In today's video, we'll have a look at a 2002 Chrysler Concorde Limited. This Concorde is finished in the onyx green pearl coat exterior color. The driver's door panel has a reflector light, all your power window controls, power door lock control, and your power mirror controls. It does have a premium sound system. There's a tweeter right there. This one has the dark slate gray interior color scheme, and the limited trim comes standard with leather seat upholstery. Both of the front seats are fully powered and two-stage heated. And on the driver's seat, you have your two-person memory setting. And now, we'll go ahead and start her up. The full-size Chrysler Concorde was introduced for the 1993 model year. The model would then go on to last 2 generations until 2004. Using an innovative cab-forward design that maximizes interior space while also improving driving dynamics, Chrysler's LH front-wheel drive full-size sedan platform debuted in 1992 for the 1993 model year. This platform provided the basis for numerous models, with the original LH lineup including the Chrysler Concorde, Dodge Intrepid, and Eagle Vision. A year later, the flagship Chrysler New Yorker was redesigned, and began utilizing the LH platform as well, and the New Yorker-based Chrysler LHS was also introduced. The first-generation LH cars would be produced until 1997, with the New Yorker being dropped after 1996. For 1998, the entire LH lineup was redesigned, with an all-new Concorde and Intrepid being launched that year, and the second-generation LHS debuting a year later as a more luxurious version of the Concorde. In addition, 1999 also marked the debut of the Chrysler 300M, which was positioned between the Concorde and LHS in the LH lineup. The 300M was originally supposed to be a second-generation Eagle Vision, but ultimately became a Chrysler model when the Eagle brand was axed in 1999. For 2002, the flagship Chrysler LHS was dropped and essentially merged into the Concorde lineup. That year, the Concorde was refreshed with the exterior styling of the 1999 through 2001 LHS, and it gained a new range-topping trim level in the form of the Concorde Limited, which essentially took the LHS's place as Chrysler's flagship sedan, despite the Concorde actually being Chrysler's entry-level full-size sedan at one point. The remaining LH platform vehicles, those being the Concorde, 300M, and Dodge Intrepid, remained in production until the 2004 model year. The LH platform was replaced in 2005 by the rear-wheel drive-based LX platform, with the Chrysler 300 replacing the Concorde and 300M, and the reintroduced Dodge Charger replacing the Intrepid for 2006. This 2002 model we have here represents the second and final generation of the Chrysler Concorde, which lasted from 1998 through 2004 and received a refresh for 2002. Trim levels for the 2002 Concorde include the base LX, the mid-range LXI, and the top-of-the-line Limited as shown here. There are 3 available V6 engines depending on the trim level. The LX has a 2.7-liter making 200 horsepower, the LXI has a larger 3.5-liter cranking out 234 horsepower, and the Limited receives a high-output version of the 3.5 that produces 250 horsepower. Competitors for the Concorde in 2002 included other full-size sedans like the Chevrolet Impala, Oldsmobile Aurora, Toyota Avalon, Buick Park Avenue, Buick LeSabre, along with the Ford Crown Victoria and Mercury Grand Marquis. In Chrysler's 2002 sedan lineup, the full-size 300M and Concorde are slotted above the mid-size Sebring. The chrome accented white-faced gauge cluster houses the needles for your tachometer and speedometer, as well as your fuel and temperature gauges. With this button you can toggle between your mileage and your trip. On top of the steering column is your hazard light switch. It has a 4-spoke design, leather-wrapped, and multifunctional steering wheel. On the front, you've got the controls for your cruise control, and on the back, you've got your seat track and volume controls for the radio. The steering wheel is tilt only. You have your trunk release button, your headlight controls, air vent. On this stock, you have your turn signal, wiper, and high beam controls. Going down the center of the interior, up top, you have an analog clock, air vents. Here you've got all your climate controls. Does come up on that display right there. Your fan speed, auto, turn it off, your temperature, air conditioning, recirculation, your different zones, and your front and rear defrost. Right here you've got the button to turn on or off your traction control. Your head unit does have a CD player, small storage area right here, some storage with a power outlet, right here you have 2 cup holders. Center console does have some coin holders and another power outlet. The glove box is lockable. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors, lights, and extensions. And with these little levers right here, you can adjust how bright the lights are. The front passenger and the rear passengers do have grab handles. And on the overhead console, you've got your overhead lighting and an information display. Go between US and metric. Garage door opener, average miles per gallon, distance to empty, whatnot.
With that said, let's go ahead and roll down the driver's window. The driver's window is automatic down. And have a look at the engine. The vehicle's parking brake is foot operated.
The limited trim comes with these 17-inch, 10-spoke, chrome-clad aluminum rims.
Fog lamps, as you can see. So it looks like these struts on the hood don't want to hold the hood up.
The Concorde Limited is powered by the 2002 Concorde's top engine option, which is a high-output version of the engine found in the Concorde LXi. It's a 3.5-liter single-overhead cam, 24-valve, naturally aspirated V6. It produces 250 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 250 pound-feet of torque at 3,900 RPM. The sole transmission is a 4-speed automatic with low-gear selection, and the Concorde is front-wheel drive. It has a 17.2-gallon fuel tank, and the high-output V6 runs on either regular unleaded or recommended 89-octane mid-grade unleaded. Fuel economy estimates are about 18 mpg city and 26 mpg highway. The fully independent suspension uses a McPherson strut front setup and a Chapman strut rear setup. It has 4-wheel disc brakes, with the front ones being ventilated.
On the rear door panel, you have a reflector, power window control, ashtray or storage, Both of the front seats do have storage pockets on the backs, rear air vents, you do have a folding rear center armrest with 2 cup holders, along with some storage. You've also got coat hooks and lights. chrome tipped single exhaust.
The Concorde's trunk can carry up to 18.7 cubic feet of cargo.
And that concludes this tour of this 2002 Chrysler Concorde Limited. Thanks for watching.